All right, welcome to your Monday workout. This is your warm-up for the day. You're going to work through 3 rounds to 4 rounds if you feel like you need the extra warm-up time of 4 shuttle runs. Make use of whatever space you've got. Make use of the garden, the road outside. If you struggle, then pick up a skipping rope and just work through some single skips. You're then going to go into 10 bodyweight squats. Just work through your range slowly. Don't rush into to depth. If you struggle with that mobility, spend a little bit of time mobilising the ankles beforehand. 10 leg switches. You can do this bent knee again if you find this movement difficult, and then 4 roll downs, which I'm going to take you through shortly. After your shuttle runs, your first movement is bodyweight squats. Work through your range, so give yourself time to open out those hips. You can bring the hands on the inside of the thighs if you wish. Our next movement is 10 leg switches, so point the hands down towards the floor, bring one leg up. So you want to start in a hollow position for this one, guys. Just work through 10 slowly and steady with this movement. And then finally for your warm-up, make sure you don't lose your sunglasses on this one, is a roll down just to start to mobilise hamstrings and also spine. Don't rush out of the bottom of this position, so roll up the same way you went down. So chin down to chest, roll down towards the floor, and then roll up the same way, making sure you keep your sunglasses on. Our conditioning for Monday the 13th is a 21-minute EMOM. For this workout, I'd recommend downloading a timer app or something that's going to allow you to see a clock, or will give you an audio cue when it's time to move on to the next minute. But for the workout, guys, we have got minute 1, 18 wall balls. If you don't have a wall ball, you're going to move on to 10 light thrusters, which I'm going to demo in a second. We then have minute 2, 50 double unders. You've obviously got lots of options with double unders. If you can't yet double under, you can do penguin claps, you can do line jumps, you can do single skips, and of course you can do double unders, which I'll be showing you in a second. Aim to work for about 45 seconds, so if that means you're only getting 20 double unders, that's fine. Just make sure you're consistent all the way through the EMOM. If you're somewhere between singles and doubles at the minute, then accrue whatever you can, or as many double unders as you can in that time frame, and then try and keep that consistent. Our third minute is a supinated toes to bar, which I'm going to show you a couple of different variations of that movement. Remember, get your scores up on Sugar WOD, note down what you did, how you did it. We want to know how you guys are getting on, and good luck. So our first movement in the EMOM is 18 wall balls or 10 light thrusters, depending on what object you've got. Just make sure you're working to depth, locking out overhead, and then bringing that object down before you descend into your squat. Our second movement is double unders. If you don't have double unders, you can certainly do penguin claps, working on timing. If you struggle with that movement, you can move to something like line jumps, again working to 50. If you are competent at both of those, you can pick up a rope and you can work on your single unders and just be working on the timing of your jump and the turning over of the rope. Try not to whip yourself in the foot with the rope because it really hurts. And then, of course, if you have double unders and you're happy with those, you can work through into those double unders. Our final movement of the EMOM is our supinated toes to bar. I'm going to show you a couple of options here. You're going to need something that you can either hold on to or you can use to give you some purchase, so anything that you can either get your hands onto, like a ledge or anything like that. Our first option is to do a knee tuck, just like we would with toes to bar. Second option is knee tuck and then toes to bar. And then a final option is a straight leg supinated toes to bar. So I'll show you those again. You can work through a tuck, you can work through a tuck and a toes to bar, or you can work through a straight leg variation of a toes to bar.